Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Caveman Basics read-through, where I talk about my book on mental health and we just go through the basics and then we get a bit more philosophical later on. This episode is about eating, the last one was about diet. Shouldn't really mangle them together, so this is like episode 2.5. But I'm going to talk about some issues like when I'm hungry and I make mistakes and I just lash out a little bit. My mental health suffers when I'm hungry essentially. Some body image issues as well. This is probably one of the shorter videos, only 12 minutes long-ish. So hope you enjoy it and let me know what you think. So yeah, eating. 2 things. Chapter 2, 2 things. I should have combined eating and diet into one section. I'm not sure why there was 2 separate sections, especially as I'm about to talk about dieting as well. I think I was just trying to fill the book out. And number 2, I realised there was a glare issue here in the diet video. So I fixed that now and I hope that didn't distract you too much. And let's crack on with eating. So ask yourself one question. Have you eaten properly today? No. Hello? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I've done that joke already. But no, it's very hard to do when you take in your dietary requirements for you specifically, as well as like your work regimen. If you've got kids to look after, like I myself, I haven't got any kids, but I do work in hospitality, so I could be working anywhere between 40 and 70 hours a week. So it's hard to take it seriously when there's so many other factors to worry about in life. Now there is a lot of head work involved in taking your diet seriously when if you're trying to actively get the right nutrients and the right vitamins in your body, there's head work involved there. But then like the financial bit as well, like fresh food and ingredients, they cost more than like the cheap readily available food that you can just buy at the corner shop. And when I was getting food delivered, like I can't drive, so food shopping's out of the question for me, so I do get Tesco and Asda deliveries. And I just hit the favourites button or the past orders or my usuals. And just, I can't be arsed dealing with it because I just get stressed out and just annoyed. But then when you think about it, why was I getting stressed and annoyed? Because my diet wasn't that great and like concentration levels weren't there because I was just full of crap, full of chemicals. So now I'm eating better food. I've got like I've got more time and more energy to just go, I can think about this and think about this. Because I feel better. That's obviously not the main factor as I'm talking about the entire book about mental health, but it definitely does play a little part in there. Oh, Ice Cream Man's here while I'm talking about eating and taking your diet seriously. Weird. Was he sent here? Anyway, so there's people online, like, people I follow, like The Rock and like certain Premier League footballers, they've got nutritionists who literally come to their house, cook their food and put it in like ready meal boxes for them. But that's not going to happen for most of us. Like I said, we've all got issues, we've all got work or kids or whatever to look after, to focus on. So unless we win the lottery, it's very unlikely someone's going to come around and feed us quinoa and avocado. So it's up to us to take it a bit more seriously.
Oh, yummy.
Now, eating healthily can change your entire mood and your focus levels throughout the day. There's a reason there's such a big spotlight on it at the minute. And if you compromise your diet, unfortunately, you've only got yourself to blame. Not that I'm having a go. I'm very hypocritical. I'm very critical of myself. So, I don't mind saying that. That's why I made so many bad choices before. It's because I had a shit diet. And, most importantly, I was hangry. And if you haven't heard that word before, fucking grow up. So I make stupid decisions when I'm hungry. I lash out. Anger especially is something that you won't see on video, something that you won't see if you know me in personal life, but when I'm by myself I get angry real quick. I break a lot of my things. Most of the things I own are broken, not because they're all rage, but obviously I'm clumsy as well. Even the other day, before I started on this Caveman challenge, I was pressuring myself to eat healthily, and I was just spending so long just thinking about what I was going to eat, and then I was like, I can't be asked to eat. I just fucking threw my phone. I'm recording on my phone and I've got a fucking big old crack through it because I threw my phone at the wall because I was in a bad mood. Because I was hungry and then I ate and then I felt really stupid because I just fucking lashed out when I was hungry. So again, the whole mental health diet thing comes into it, but hunger is a big one, so take care of that. And if you need to eat little bits throughout the day to keep the rage at bay or irritation and stuff, then do something about it. Now your body, when it's malnourished, is going to be basically screaming out to you come on bro, feed me, feed me. And since you are your body, we're all the body, we are the mind, we are not separate, and all that. And all that. I find that when I am hungry, like I said with the hangry, I get a bit of rage, which is a bit embarrassing to say that I didn't realise that until I was 30. that the reason my rage flares up so quick when I'm by myself is because I'm hungry. And it takes until I eat a nice meal, a filling meal, to just go like, fuck, that was silly. But like, I always find like I'm fidgety, I get anxious really quickly. I feel nauseous and generally like emotionally unstable as well. Yeah, so like to go for so long and not realise that my diet had a big impact on my mental health, and like making stupid decisions that I regret now, like I made them when I was hungry, or just like because I was full of chemicals and stuff. It's ridiculous, really. So one sentence I've written in the book that I'm quite happy with is, "This is your only life, treat your body with respect," like a temple, all that kind of cliche stuff, but it is important. No, I'm not here to give you a meal plan. I do feel that there's enough people on the internet to do that, and you can find the right one for you. If not, just fucking do it yourself, innit? But like, there's loads of people online that's make it their life's mission. That's how they make fucking their entire careers based on telling people what to eat, which is crazy. But your best nutritionist will be your own body, in my opinion. So listen to your body, treat your body with respect, because you are your body. So boom. But most importantly, find a meal plan that works for you. Do not diet, because you can't spell diet without die. Now, a fact that I've picked up is 65% of people who try dieting actually return to the same weight, and some, I'm not saying most, but some actually end up overeating and then go into a weight that was, they get fatter, essentially. They diet for a bit, lose weight, and then put it back on, and then some. And my mum, I've watched my mum, she's had 4 kids, I was the first. And my little sister's 15 now, I'm 30, so she's been having kids for 15 years, and her weight's fluctuated, and she's always been trying to find the next new diet pill, the new miracle drug. So she's tried everything, like all these things from the doctor, and she's never really committed to exercise. Like, she did once, and then she looked amazing, and she was super proud of herself, and then she hasn't done it since, and she's always felt guilty. But since then, it's always been like the next new fad, the keto diet, or fucking all those bloody January the 1st, they all come out, those diet books. But it makes me sad watching her, because she gets miserable, and she won't change her mind. And I don't mind saying that, because like, I know she's not going to watch this. Watching my mum try all these diets is upsetting to watch, because she's never happy, and she always goes back to the same weight, and she gets depressed. And it's an ongoing cycle, and it's really upsetting, to be honest. Now, I've actually got a male friend who has bulimia, which is weird when you think about it, because you don't assume that men have eating disorders. You think that's very much a woman kind of thing, but it's probably way more common than you'd actually think. For him, it was a control issue, but I know a lot of my female friends, they aspire to see, be what they see on social media, and you've got people like the Kardashians and whatever, all them kind of people promoting this perfect physique, which it does make me feel a bit sick, really, that people are trying to do that. But there's a lot of pressure on social media for people to look a certain way, and especially with my sister being 15 now, and she's just going into that kind of lifestyle of looking after herself and trying to look a certain way, then it's scary. It's a dangerous world out there. Also, with the whole like airbrushing scandal, I guess, that's been going on forever, that no one really seems to be doing anything about. Like, it's amazing when I see people like Jamelia Jamil, I think that's how you pronounce her name, like calling out people for airbrushing their photos, which is fucking so cool to be able to do. I think Britney Spears has done a few as well. Like, why are people airbrushing out photos of like amazing looking women? Because they want to perceive them in a certain way. Like, I wrote a little funny song about it that maybe I'll upload one day, but it's about the idea of a perfect woman, and how people in Hollywood have just got this coked up imagination of like a woman with like fucking huge tits and a fucking tiny waist, that physically they wouldn't be able to survive by looking that way. It's ridiculous. And the fact that people have been seeing these images for so long, and it's just kind of ingrained in their mind that that's what a woman should look like. Even myself, I'm working out at the minute every day because I want to get hench, I want to get big, I want to get strong, I want to get shredded, get my abs, and it's like, why do I want that? Why do I want to attain this level of physique? Is it because it's what I've seen before? If I hadn't seen those pictures of guys looking cool and getting all the birds and that, would I try that hard? Would I ever have done a sit-up? I don't think so. It's weird that I'm talking myself through that. And maybe that's an example of how you can do it. Like, talk yourself, why are you working out so much? Or, why do you want to work out so much? Is it because everyone else is doing it? The gym culture's booming at the moment. Ask yourself these questions. Why do you feel guilty for looking a certain way? I've got some overweight friends, and they rack themselves with guilt. I was like, be happy, man. Whatever makes you happy. If you don't want to be fat, okay, cool. Don't be fat. Work out, but don't try to look like that person because you think that's the right way to do it. Just, do whatever's good for you, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. But at the same time, I'm okay with trying to look a certain way. I've talked to myself about it. I've opened up to myself. I've talked myself through these problems. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I wanna see how good I can look, and that's kind of my argument to myself, I guess. Is I just want to see if I can look like a man. I'm 30 years old, and I still feel like the beard is the only thing that's making me look like a man at the minute, and even then, it's a push. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I also feel that you should just ask yourself these questions. Whatever gender you are, it doesn't matter. I just have a think, really. Have a think. And just signing off on the eating chapter, again, I should have combined it with diet. But like I said, with my mum, when she did go to the gym, like I said, she looked amazing, but also she felt amazing. And I wish I could get that man back. That was 15 years ago. And she was so positive and just happy and just inspired, and it made me want to, and I joined the gym with her. I remember my first ever time at the gym, so I must have been probably 15. I went to the gym for the first time, and it was in the leisure centre of my school, and I didn't know you had to bring gym clothes, so I just went straight from school with my school uniform on, jumper, shirt, proper trousers on, and school shoes. Ridiculous. And I was on the fucking treadmill sweating, people like looking and laughing and stuff. I was just like, I didn't have a clue. Okay, my phone has pretty much run out of storage, so I'm gonna have to fucking sort that out somehow, so I won't be able to record anything else today. But I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say on eating and diet. A temporary change in your diet will be a temporary change in your body, and then you'll go back to normal, or whatever you carry on doing after that. So if you want to make a good change positively for the rest of your life, you've got to keep doing positive stuff for the rest of your life. Take some actual time and effort into thinking about your diet. Even if it's just 5 minutes, that 5 minutes can sort you out for the rest of your life. And then for the rest of your life, you've got the knowledge then of what you actually need for your body. But just, maybe keep it to yourself and not shout from the rooftops about being a vegan or being a carnist or whatever it is. So yeah, thanks for listening. Hopefully you'll take it seriously. Mental health, physical health, both the same thing. Take care of one, you take care of the other. Okay, see you in the next section. Healthy and show up to all your friends. Eat the good stuff or your life will shortly end. And don't let hunger ruin everything. Stop your face, feel like a king. So eat healthy and keep the pressure at bay. You're one step closer to feeling okay. Time for this video to end. Eat healthy or suffer the consequences.